This morning, I was scheduled to appear with my client in front of the judge. Before the hearing was called, the judge asked to see me privately. When I went into the judge's office or the hearing room, the judge says, I want you to take a look at something and make sure that you're prepared to answer this when you get to the hearing. And what the judge showed me was my client had earnings of over $10,000 for the past 2 years. And these earnings were approximately what is called substantial gainful activity or full-time work. My client has told me that the only work that she had done over the last couple of years was very, very brief periods, a week or two of part-time work. When I went outside to talk to my client and she explained why these earnings records appeared the way they did, I told her that she needed to postpone her hearing or withdraw the request for hearing and start over again. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm Jonathan Ginsberg. I'm a Social Security disability attorney, and I take cases nationally. And I see this every once in a while, but it is somewhat rare. But I want you to be aware of it so that if it applies to you, you'll know how to deal with this before you get to a hearing. Basically, what my client told me was that she had gone to have her taxes done by somebody, a non-CPA, and that he had filled in some numbers and basically showed that she had self-employment income of about $10,000, which she really didn't have. The result of that was she got a big tax refund, over $3,000. What the tax preparer was doing essentially was tax fraud. He was asserting that she had self-employment income, then because of the deductions in earned income tax credit, she was going to get this big refund. In addition to doing that, what that also meant was that her Social Security account showed she had earnings credits for the last couple of years. That changed her date last insured. It moved it forward by a couple of years, and it also gives her more earnings credit for retirement Social Security. The problem is it's fraudulent, and it's a federal crime to make fraudulent tax returns or to make statements in Social Security hearings that demonstrate fraud with regard to earnings credits. And I told her, I said, the problem here is that the judge is aware of what's going on, and he's indicated to me that he feels very strongly that people that lied to the IRS are not credible. He's not going to approve your case. But in addition, I think it would be not a very good decision for you to go on record in a federal proceeding, administrative proceeding, where you acknowledge and admit to tax fraud, because I don't know who's going to hear this tape or view the notes from this hearing, but if the IRS does, they could be coming to pay you a visit and put you in jail for tax fraud. Needless to say, she did not want to take that risk, and she was wise not to do it. And what the judge indicated to me, and I told her, as I said, if you want to apply again, start the process over again, you can certainly do so. But obviously going forward, you want to make sure that your tax returns are accurate, and you may want to look at getting these other ones corrected, because when this tax preparer gets caught, and he will get caught, the investigators, the FBI or whoever's investigating him, they're going to look at all the people who had received tax return services from him, and they're going to question those, and you could find yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Now, in this particular case, I told her, I said, your best bet would be to get your tax returns straightened out, get them done accurately. That could create a problem for her, and that her date last insured was before all this nonsense, was sometime last year, so she might not be insured for SSDI benefits, but again, that's better than being thrown in jail. So bottom line is, if you've gone to a tax preparer who's prepared fraudulent returns, or if you look at your returns and they don't make sense, if you earned $1,000 in a particular year and it shows $10,000 or $15,000, then something's wrong. And even if you're not a tax expert, and most of us are not, I will tell you that the authorities, the FBI, the IRS, they're going to say to you, if you looked at your tax return and you saw that it showed earnings that you didn't have, you should have known to say, this is not right. So you can't plead ignorance to the law in that situation. You're expected to have read any document that you sign and submit to the IRS. So you want to be really, really careful about anybody who says they can get you a big refund by making up numbers. You should be very concerned about going to Social Security hearings with inaccurate numbers regarding your earnings credits for any particular year, or to say anything that could get you in trouble, because, like I said, these hearings are recorded. Social Security judges are officers of the court. I don't know that they would necessarily report you, but it certainly could happen. You just got to be very careful. If this is a situation where this has already happened and you're aware of it, discuss it with your attorney so you can come up with an appropriate solution, some sort of how you want to come clean with this, how you want to deal with it. But certainly you don't want to go forward with a hearing, have your attorney represent that you have not worked, and then have your earnings record say something is different, because at some point somebody's going to catch it, whether it's the judge, the appeals counsel, somebody reviewing your case prior to the decision. And like the old saying goes, there is no such thing as a free lunch, and you're going to get caught if you play games, especially with everything being electronic and automatic algorithms in there to find this type of thing. So anyway, this is not a real happy thing to talk about, but I wanted you to be aware of it. So anyway, this is Jonathan Ginsburg. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook, and let me know if you have any other questions. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsburg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.